Hi there, my name is DJ Waldow, and I turned 50 on February 23rd, 2026. So for the next 50 days, I will be sharing one thing that I've learned over the almost 50 years on this planet. Today's thing, number 28, low expectations, high hopes. When I was in my mid to late 20s, I applied to be a contestant on the second season of The Apprentice. And if you know anything about me and where I stand on politics, it's even more absolutely mind blowing. But anyway, I digress. Back to the story. So I created this entire video. In fact, I actually paid somebody, I think like $500 to help me with a video. Remember, this is in like the early 2000s. So $500 that time was not only a lot of money, but like we didn't have cell phones to record this stuff. You had to pay somebody else to do it unless you knew how to do it yourself. And I remember Christina saying to me, DJ, you're never going to get this. And I was heartbroken. What do you mean I'm never going to get this? Like, of course, like this is a great video. I know what I'm doing. I'm the perfect person for this. And she said, there's thousands, tens of thousands of people that are applying. Like, why do you think you're going to get this? And I was super confident that I was going to get it. I had really, really high expectations. When I didn't get it, I was devastated, like crushed. I didn't go into a depression, although maybe that caused some of it. Looking back, I don't know. But I was crushed. What do you mean they didn't take me? How come they didn't take me? I had a great video. I did all the right things. What do you mean they didn't take me? But Christina was right. And I'll come back to that at some point again. But Christina was right. I needed to change my expectations. Fast forward to 2025, I applied for the Director of Sweat Equity position at Long Drink. Now, I don't know how many people applied. Maybe there was thousands, maybe there was hundreds. I changed my expectations. I did not expect to get this role. I hoped to get this role. I did everything I could in my power to ensure that I gave myself the best opportunity to land this gig, but I had zero expectations. Okay, that's not true. I probably had some expectations, but they were quite low. And when I did not get that role, allegedly I came in second place, but who knows? When I did not get that role, I actually was able to shrug it off after a couple hours. I was disappointed, but again, my expectations were low. My hopes were high. I put in the same amount of effort. I put in the same action. I put myself out there, but there was a completely different emotional outcome. Now, if I'm being honest, my mom probably taught me this one. Mom, if you're listening, I think you taught me this one, this idea of keeping your expectations low and your hopes high. And I've tried to live my life that way since my soul was crushed when I didn't get on The Apprentice. Quick side note, can you imagine how my life story would be different today if I had been on The Apprentice? So crazy. And as with everything else in life and almost all of my things, this ties back to parenting and having kids. I have several kids. We have several kids who also live by extremely high expectations, unattainably high expectations. And so I'm trying to model for them that same behavior of high hopes, low expectations, but it ain't easy at all. This idea of low expectations, high hopes can certainly apply to your personal life. I gave some examples there. It can apply to your work life too and your job. Maybe you're applying for a new job. Low expectations, high hopes. If you get it, amazing. If you don't get it, well, life will go on. What's crazy to think back now is when I was 27, I thought I had it all figured out. Thought I knew exactly what I was doing. I had it dialed in. I was going to get this, get that, get this, do everything I wanted to do in life. And now, almost 20 years later at age 49, I realize I don't have it all figured out, right? We talked about this in one of the other episodes of we're all winging it, but I do have a different mindset when it comes to expectations. Am I great at it every time? Do I nail it every time? No, but I know when my expectations are super high and I don't get what I want or what I've worked really hard for, I know that I'm going to be devastated. So I really try to tame those expectations, keep them low, continue with the high hopes. You can want things, you can hope for things, but don't let those expectations determine how you feel about yourself. All right, that is it. That is thing number 28. Low expectations, high hopes. As always, if you like this episode, please go to 50things.co and subscribe to get those emails. You can also leave a comment, by the way. Lots of comments on YouTube. Some people are texting me. That's great. Always looking for feedback. Honest, direct, and actionable, of course. Also, follow along on social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok, where I'll be sharing full episodes and clips. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. See you tomorrow for thing number 29.